And we're live. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to my page. And I have the honor of interviewing my business partner, Jackie. And so, Jackie, please introduce yourself, where you're
Sure.
from.
Cool. Thanks for having me, Jennifer. I really appreciate and I love talking to you every now and then.
Thank
And
you.
it's amazing journey when you connect with like-minded people. Um, so I'm Jackie. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm in Australia from last more than 14 years, close to 15 years now. I'm a father, husband, and an online business coach and a mindset coach. And I started my journey on an online journey 2 years ago in 2019
Mhm.
when I got out of my darkest period of my life. So that's who I am.
Wow, that's an amazing within a period of 2 years for with something that you have gone through in your life. So my first question would be, um, what were your pains and struggles before starting your online business?
Oh, pains and struggles. I had a lot of pains, a lot of struggles, as you already know about my
Mm-hmm.
journey. So before I got into this space, this industry, this platform, the world of online, the world of digital, I
Mm-hmm.
was into a full-time job. I was into working 9 to 5, doing what I should do to have a better life. And then in 2015, I was being made redundant from my workplace. I was being asked to leave. And the next day, following day, I made into an accident. And that accident changed everything around me for me because that put me on the wheelchair for 3 years of my life.
Oh
So
God.
I was totally paralyzed below my tummy. I was not
Mm-hmm.
able to move my legs. I was not able to move my legs. And then I was going into the drain, the rabbit hole. I was going into the anxiety, depression, and whatnot because in 2015
Mm-hmm.
August, we had a baby girl came into our
Oh.
life. In 2015, I bought a house, and that was my first house in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
my own house. So I had a financial responsibility on my shoulders. And when I lost my job, and the next day when I got onto that wheelchair,
Yes.
everything was looking dark, and everything was, uh, you know, the life was shattered. End of the day. And I was blaming myself because there was no income coming in. My wife was out of the work because we had a baby girl, so
Yes.
she had to take the leave. And I was out of work, obviously, so no income. I was on government payments, and that was only to pay the bills. You can't survive on those payments, yeah.
No, not at all.
So I had a mortgage to pay. It was a new house. I already uh, like I made into an accident in October, and then November, December, January, I was already lapsed my payments for the mortgage. But thank God, my mom came in and she's like, "I will pay for this. You guys
Mm-hmm.
don't worry." So she paid for my mortgage for 2 years when I was on the wheelchair. So the pain was there. The darkness was like, when you go into the rabbit hole and you cannot see any light. That was the feeling. I was being put on the medication for anxiety and depression.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going through everything what you nobody should go. And then in 2016, I decided there was a moment when I decided that I want to change this. I do not want
Right.
to live my life this like this. I do not want to regret all my life sitting on the wheelchair, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and do nothing. Because I still remember before going to the surgery, before going to the spinal surgery, the
Yeah.
doctors told me I have only 5% chance that I might going to walk again. So I
Wow.
was like, at least I can take that 5% and change into 500%.
Mhm.
If it works out for in my favor, it's
Yes.
good. If it doesn't works out, the life is already shit.
Yes.
So at least I should give a shot. And then I started reading books. I started working on my mindset. I
Yes.
started finding out about my subconscious mind. How should I tap into that? And then I found out about reticular activating system.
Mhm.
I started doing meditation. I started connecting myself with my internal core. And then one day in 2019, I took my first step in front of the same doctors, those who
Oh my
told me I
God.
had only
Wow.
5% chance. So life is all about surprise. Life is all about you and only you.
Mhm.
People often uh, do not take actions, do not believe in themselves because they are worried about the surroundings. you know but I will advise everyone that the decisions what you going to make today, okay, and whatever consequences will come out after those decisions, the other
Yeah.
people will not going to live their life on those consequences which the decisions you made. So why you want to live your life on the basis of what the definition of success others have you know
Mhm.
so do
Yes.
not believe in what others says. Okay, listen everyone, but end of the day you need to make your own decisions, and you need to trust your gut. You need to start. You need to believe in the spirit of your ability, because we are all capable of more than what we think. We can achieve more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
So
that was my pain. That was my
yeah,
darkness. I'm
that
I'm
is
out of that now.
lucky. That is, I really felt that when you were explaining about the darkness that that period that went through, and how one can it be able to pull out of something like that. You have to have a really strong, you know spirit from within. That's
Yeah.
You gotta really dig down inside and grab that will. And based on what you had said, um, your willingness that you would want to be better and you wanted to get out of that wheelchair is just look at today. You're just like it never happened. It's
Yeah, yeah.
so you.
Sorry. I
Oh,
just get emotional whenever I talk about this, because people take decisions on the basis of their temporary emotions. But
yes.
if we can master the skill of controlling our emotions,
Hmm.
we can succeed in everything what we put our mind to, you know. Because I have seen myself taking big decisions on the temporary emotions, and those
Yeah.
big decisions have dominated my life, and
Yes.
I will end up getting nowhere. So you need to evaluate your emotions
Yeah.
every second
Evaluate.
of your life.
That's a that's
And yeah, so that's what you do. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me, Jackie. It helps me think that um, anytime we feel like we have it worse, there's always going to be somebody out there that has it by far much worse than we do. So we should take it and not take what we have for granted,
No,
and treasure our
exactly.
experiences, and take that and share it with others, like what you're doing with uh, myself and our audience on the page. And thank you
And
for
that's what I believe in, Jennifer.
Mhm.
The only thing connects with human beings together is the
Yes.
energy. So
Yes.
whatever we are connected with right now, it's the energy.
Mhm.
I'm looking at the comments right now, as
Yes.
Rita just said that you brought me into tears just hearing the story. Okay, it's not me. It's the connection. It's the energy which is connecting right now. And everything happens to us. It's the result of the energy we are
Yeah.
connected with. For example, what I'm trying to say is birds. They do not fly, they ride the wind. Okay.
Yes, I seen
And
that
fish and
uh,
fish do not swim, they are carried.
with the
Okay?
ocean.
So it's the
Yes.
energy which is pushing us, you know. So you need to put yourself out there in the universe, and the universe will make sure that you reach out to your destiny wherever you want to go.
The response. It's
And that's exactly what I have done, you know. That's exactly what I have done. I have gone out and I have put myself and I have been vulnerable to share my story. I was open, I was genuine, I was authentic. And that's the reason why I'm on Forbes magazine. You know, if I
yes.
would have not shared my downfall, if I would have not shared my success through story through the failures which I
Hmm.
had, you know,
Yes.
so I would have been not achieved what I have achieved today, where I am, you know, sitting with you, talking to you, you know, being sharing the space with big people on Forbes magazine or online platforms. So
We
it's
wouldn't
it's
have met.
anything is
Yes.
possible, you know.
Yep. Anything's possible is the will. The will to do it is what will
Yeah.
get us there. Um, so the next question I have for you is why did you decide to have an online business?
Yeah. For me, it was only one reason. First,
Mm-hmm.
I was when I got out of the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing came up in my mind, and my wife, we had a chat that, hey, we should do something, you know, to bring some money into the house so we can at least, you know, ask mom not to pay for the mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm from India, okay,
Yeah.
and my mom is a home worker. She's not employed, okay. She's on pension. My sister works there, okay, full time into a job.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow she was borrowing money from others and paying for my mortgage, which she was not telling me, you know.
Oh
But my
wow.
mom, my sister did. And when you convert Indian currency into Australian currency,
Mm-hmm.
it's a big, huge difference. Okay, it's a big money for Indian people. Okay, so and that was the other thing which was eating me up, you know, and that was the drive which was pushing me that, hey, you need to get out of this situation. You need to unstuck yourself. Because you can't get stuck and let other people suffer. You need to unstuck yourself. And that was the another reason. So when I got out of the wheelchair, the first thing was that I need to bring some money in,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't go back to the workplace, you know, because of my physical ability. I
Yes.
can't go to the normal 9 to 5 job. I'm still not able to walk more than 1 or 2 kilometers. You know, I get tired.
Okay.
I can't sit for long because of
Right.
my back stiffness, you know.
Right.
But I'm pushing myself. And then she came across this ad on Facebook, and she's like, Jackie, we should look into this. And is this because the ad was about working from home, you know, and
Yes.
working from your comfort zone. And then I was like, okay, let's see the free webinar and how it is and what it
Mm-hmm.
is. I got into the webinar, and then, you know, we the people we have on the webinar panel, they are so vulnerable and they are so open. They share their ups and downs and their success. So
Yes.
I connected with those people, you know. I was resonated with them. I was like, hey, I had the same journey, you know, like I had the worst one, but at least they have got out of that, you know. They have unstuck themselves and they got successful, you know. They are making good money,
Right.
you know, couple of
Right.
$1,000. So then I took a leap of faith, and I was like, boom, I got into the system.
Yes.
I paid the member fee, and I plugged into the system. I stayed into the system for like almost 3 weeks to understand. And
Yes.
I spoke to people in the community in Melbourne, in Australia, and then finally I found out that this is the right thing I want to do, and I can do this if I will learn, and I will put my
Apply.
right mindset. And here I am. So it's been almost 2 years now. I'm
Wow.
doing this business and making money as well. but my reason, my main reason to start the business was making money. But
Mm-hmm.
now it's not, the money is not the priority.
That.
Now it's about uplifting others, and connecting with the others,
Well, what
because
a.
this platform has given me opportunity to connect with people like you and
Mhm.
thousands more.
It has, yes, exactly. And if it wasn't for the online space, I know we would have never met.
No,
For
never,
sure.
never. never.
I mean, I haven't even traveled over there yet, so see.
Yeah, yeah. And
Um,
people need to understand that when the opportunity knocks your door, you know,
mhm. Yes.
should not shut the door, because you need to look into, everything is not for you, okay?
No. No.
Nobody can do everything, okay?
Yeah.
But there is no harm in looking into that,
No.
okay?
Yeah.
Because it might can change your life. The one moment, one decision can change your whole life, and
Yes.
I have experienced that.
Yes.
So yeah. And the other thing is that now I do not expect, you
Hmm.
know because I have changed my expectations into appreciations, so
Yes.
I appreciate what I have, and I am into gratitude every single moment of my life.
Gratitude. That's huge. That is
Yeah.
very huge. And thank you for bringing that up because um, every time I go through like my own experiences, at the time maybe you don't understand why they're happening, but
Yeah,
it's like it's meant to be um, that way because it's preparing you for something bigger than you expect.
exactly right.
It's just
Exactly right.
crazy.
And
That's
that's what I say. That's what I tell myself.
yes.
The journey, the
Mhm.
downfall, the setback was
Yeah,
meant to happen.
it has to happen to
Yeah, the
bring you
re- the
where you
reason
are
the
today.
reason yeah the reason why is maybe because the life which I was living was
Mhm.
not my life, but the life I am living right now, this
Yeah,
is what
this is
making
it.
you.
This is the one. This is the one
Yeah,
you're looking for.
exactly right. Exactly right.
Okay, thank you for that. I have a last one. Is well, second to the last one. What is the biggest results or change that has happened since you started working online?
Oh, um, first change I have noticed that I have learned lot of I have learned a lot about online platforms,
Hmm.
and thank God I did, because we saw the last year,
Yeah.
2020. You
Yes.
know,
Wow. Who would have
people,
seen that?
people, yeah, people were pushed to go online, whether it's a business, whether it's individuals, those who lost their job. So I prepared for that in 2019 when I started
Wow.
my
That.
journey. I was already on that space
Hmm.
that if imagine if I would have got out of my wheelchair in 2020,
Yeah.
it would have been hard, but I was already prepared for 2020. I
Yes.
already built my business. I was already generating money. So
Hmm.
2020 financially was good. So
Yes.
that was the first thing. And the second thing was that because of the business and because of the learnings, I got onto that Forbes magazine now, you know, which is the dream life, because being on the world's number one magazine,
Vaccine.
it's, yeah,
That's
that,
huge.
because it's never, like, since childhood, you know it never clicked in my mind, because
No. No.
you yeah, because as a normal day-to-day person, you
Hmm.
don't think that I'm going to be
No.
Forbes,
I'm right.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the second thing. And the third thing is that I love connecting with people. I've
Hmm.
been on to almost 32 podcasts so far. I have shared my story. I have also been a part of Jay Shetty's book launch team, which is
Hmm.
Think Like a Monk. In
Yeah.
last year September, I was a part of that book launch team, and
Wow.
I was been also interviewed by Tony Robbins' team in Australia. So things are getting good. Things are very good now. Yeah.
Yes, and you're spreading your message
Yeah.
of from where you've been to where you are now, and people are seeing that. Gosh, that guy's in a wheelchair. What am I complaining about? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
here he is. He's got all this, and here I am. I'm just complaining. But then
Yeah.
you teach them that you let them know that it can be done, and you just have the will, and you will find the
Absolutely.
way.
The first thing you need is the belief in
Yeah.
yourself. The
Yes.
second thing you need is the right people around you. If
Yes.
you got these two things right, okay, no one can stop you. No one, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're,
Because we are so consumed by the external world that
mm-hmm.
we don't even know who we are, you
Yeah.
know. You
Yes.
know, we are so consumed by people around us and the news and the social media platforms,
Mm-hmm.
that we do not look into ourselves, what we really are and what we really want to achieve. And
Mm-hmm.
having a purpose is very important in life. Without a purpose, you are just dragging yourself.
Feather floating in the wind, no
Yeah,
direction.
exactly right.
Yeah.
So yeah, have a purpose. Why when you wake up in the morning, why you woke
Right.
up,
Right.
why you
Yes.
breathing, okay, why you breathing, okay, why you spending time with your loved ones, why you need to have that why in place.
Mm-hmm.
And your why should be stronger, okay, and when your why is stronger, then you will be able to find your right purpose. And when you find your purpose, you can change your purpose into a paycheck. you know
Yeah.
you can also make money through your
Yes.
purpose. Yeah,
And still do what you love.
exactly right. Yeah.
Yes. So, my last question, Jackie, is so for those who are curious about what is it that we do, what advice would you give them? Take
Yeah,
away.
of course. So the first thing I will say is that you need to get in touch with Jennifer, okay, and you need to get into our free masterclass, okay, because I believe in the system, okay. So
Yes.
if you follow the system, you will end up getting a good result, you know and we have a system and strategy in place which you need to follow. The first thing you do is get in touch with Jennifer, get into our free masterclass, which is a 90 minutes masterclass,
Mm-hmm.
okay, which will give you everything what we do,
Yes.
how we do it, and how you can partner with us and start your own digital business from your comfort zone using your phone, laptop, and an internet. Okay. The third thing I will say is that when you get into the system and when you watch the webinar, okay,
Right.
if you have any questions, please reach out. Because sometimes, I have noticed people like the system, people believe in the system,
Mm-hmm.
but they have question and they don't reach out,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So you need to reach out to people in the system like Jennifer or myself.
Yes.
You can reach out, ask questions, and we can make you understand. We can answer all your questions,
Mm-hmm.
because we believe in transparency, and
Yes.
we are transparent. We have everything is black and white. There is nothing hidden.
Right.
So yeah,
Thank you for that, Jackie. It's been a pleasure to have you on the live stream, and
my pleasure.
thank you for the insight of what a wonderful business that we have online.
Of course. And it's my pleasure, Jennifer, for sharing my story and connecting with people because,
Yeah.
as I said, that's what I love.
Yes.
And
Me too.
everyone those who were watching, Katie, Rita, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate. And if you guys want to
Thank
connect,
you
please
guys,
do.
Rita and Katie. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Hey, you guys have a great afternoon.
You too.
Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Jackie. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys.